I accidentally discovered my parents have been secretly paying my successful brother's bills for years. Just one more step and you'll qualify for that promotion. My mom beamed during our monthly video call last Sunday. Your father and I are so proud of how well you are doing without any help. I smiled, though I felt a familiar twinge of guilt. At 29, I was finally making progress in my career after years of struggling, while my older brother Ryan, 34, had seemingly succeeded effortlessly. He drove a Tesla, owned a beautiful house in an upscale neighborhood, and took luxury vacations twice a year. He'd always been the family golden child, the successful entrepreneur who made it on his own. I'd spent years feeling like the family disappointment in comparison, despite working 2 jobs through college and grinding at entry-level positions while Ryan appeared to thrive. That guilt is what made me volunteer to help my parents when their basement flooded last week. They're in their 70s now, and sorting through waterlogged boxes isn't easy for them. Don't worry about the filing cabinet, my dad said quickly when I arrived. I'll handle those papers myself. Of course, that only made me curious. While my dad napped that afternoon, I decided to tackle the cabinet, assuming I'd find old tax returns or insurance documents. Instead, I found folder after folder of my brother's bills, all with PID'd stamps on them, car payments for his Tesla mortgage, statements for his self-bought house, credit card bill showing those exotic vacations, even monthly transfers to his business account labeled operating expenses. My hands shook as I flipped through years of evidence showing my parents had been bankrolling my brother's entire lifestyle, the same lifestyle he'd bragged about building through hard work and smart choices while looking down on my more modest living situation. When my dad found me sitting on the basement floor surrounded by the papers, he didn't even try to deny it. Ryan has expensive taste, he sighed, lowering himself next to me. We tried to cut him off after college, but he kept getting into financial trouble. It was easier just to help. Dad, you are paying his mortgage? That's not help. That's supporting an adult child. My mother joined us, her face flushed with embarrassment. We never meant to lie to you, but Ryan struggles with money in ways you don't. He needs our support. And I didn't. I asked, thinking about the times I'd eaten ramen for weeks straight because I couldn't afford groceries, the vacations I never took, the constant stress about making rent. You were always so responsible, my mother said, as if that explained everything. Ryan isn't like you. He'd be homeless without our help. That night I drove home in a daze, wondering how I'd missed this for so long. I thought about all the times Ryan had lectured me about financial responsibility while our parents quietly paid his bills. All the family dinners where everyone praised his success while I felt inadequate. After 3 days of processing, I called Ryan. When he answered, I simply asked, do mom and dad pay your mortgage? There was a long silence before he said, they help me out sometimes. What's the big deal? The big deal, I replied, is that you've been pretending to be self-made while looking down on me for years. His voice turned defensive. It's not my fault they offer to help me and not you. They don't help me because I never asked, I said, because I actually am independent. That conversation ended our relationship. He blocked me on everything, then called our parents to rage about my invasion of privacy. They called me in tears, begging me not to punish them by cutting contact. We're not ashamed of helping Ryan, my father insisted. We just didn't want to hurt your feelings. You didn't want me to know the playing field was never level, I corrected him. You let me believe I was failing while Ryan was succeeding, when the truth was he couldn't survive without you. It's been 2 months now. I've limited contact with my parents while I process this revelation. They still don't understand why I feel betrayed. They keep saying they're proud of my independence, as if that makes up for years of deception. Meanwhile,